Hey guys, Coach Shen T here coming at you with a video on sleep. And the reason this is so important, you guys, is because if you have weight loss goals, if you have weight management goals, you're eating well, you're exercising, and you're not getting the results you want, take a look at your sleep. You should be sleeping between 7 and 8 hours a night. And the reason for this, you guys, is because of hormone balance. If you're not properly sleeping, your hormones are going to be so out of whack. You're going to be more stressed out. You're going to be burning fewer calories because when you're sleep deprived, you tend to burn fewer calories at rest with your body. And if you're putting in efforts on working out, you're just not going to be burning as many calories. You're also going to be more impulsive with your decision making. You're overtired. The candy and the checkout aisle or on the end caps, those sales of like Little Debbie snacks, they're all going to look really good when you're tired, and you're going to be grabbing them because you're more impulsive and you can't think. You're also going to be managing stress a lot worse than you would if you were properly rested. And it's hard to manage those emotional times when you're tired and things are being thrown your way. And if you are working out and putting a lot of time into the gym, or you're, doing a lot of strength training work, your body cannot recover as far as your mind and your body and your muscles go and repair well if you're not getting that proper sleep. So many reasons, you guys, to get that proper sleep. One thing you can't see are your hormones, and you're really not doing a service to your body, your mind, if you're not getting that sleep. So again, you want to focus on what you can control. 7 to 8 hours is prime. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I have some clients that, they find that they're not making as much progress as they could be, even though they're completely nailing their nutrition and they are totally dialed in with their fitness. And then they realize, oh, I'm not sleeping as well as I could be. I'm staying up late, or I'm, waking up too early and I'm not sleeping well. And then we get focusing on what they can control for better sleep. And then they start to really notice like a shift in their progress because they are getting more proper sleep. So I like to say, getting good sleep is just as important, if not more important, than your movement patterns and your nutrition. So make sure you're getting that sleep in, you guys. So I'm going to give you 5 tips. Again, focusing on what you can control to get better sleep. If you find that you are, getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep, try to go for 6 hours. If you're getting 6 hours, go for 7 or 8. Meet yourself where you're at, but again, focus on what you can control. So here are 5 tips to sleep better. Number 1 is to have a consistent sleep schedule. Do your best within an hour or 2 to go to bed and wake up at the same time, because your body has a natural internal clock. And when you go to bed and wake up at the same time, it can really help you sleep better and have that consistent sleep routine, so your body kind of knows when to wind down and knows when to wake up. Number 2 is to have a good bedtime routine. When I'm working with my clients and, they say, oh, I slept horrible last night. And we say, well, what did your bedtime routine look like? And maybe they're like scrolling social media before bed, or they're watching some super intense show. Try to avoid electronics before bed, and make sure that you're doing something to support sleep with a bedtime routine. Some of my clients really like taking a relaxing bath, or sitting in their hot tub, or taking a warm shower before bed, doing some light stretching, sitting down quietly and reading a good old paperback book, or writing in a journal. Those kind of things can really help your body wind down as part of a great bedtime routine. Number 3 is to focus on that sleep environment. Having a cold room, your body tends to sleep better and more soundly through the night when you do have a cooler room. Make sure it's dark with limited distractions from light. Make sure that you have no distractions of noise. So, you can use a white noise machine, you can use a fan, you can use an air conditioner, anything to kind of drown out any noise that might be a distraction. And then you want to make sure that your bed is comfortable. Find, it's worth the money and the investment in really good sheets, layers. Some people like weighted blankets. Having really good, comfortable pillows and a comfortable bed, it's totally worth the money and investment if you have the means to get yourself a comfortable bed. And then also, remember, you can control, for the most part, things like who is in bed with you. So I personally am a dog mom. I'm not telling you to like ditch your pets that are in bed with you or ditch your kids are in bed with you. That might not be realistic, but do ask yourself what is worth, you know, getting rid of in bed for you so you can be the best version of yourself to care for those that need you. Of course, if you have a newborn baby and they're up throughout the night, or you have a sick kiddo, or you have a pet that needs medical attention, of course, don't ditch them. But if you have dogs that are in bed with you and you find that like you can't sleep and you're not well rested the next morning, just ask yourself what might be worth, improvising what you could be doing so you can get better sleep as far as your sleep environment goes. Number 4 is to avoid high carbohydrate meals or bigger meals before bed. Try to have your last meal or your last snack of the day like an hour or a little bit more before bed. Same goes with drinking. If you do like a glass of wine, try not to have a glass of wine like right before bed. Give yourself an hour or two so your body can not only continue to digest the food that you're eating, but your body, if you're eating higher carbohydrate meals, you're giving it energy, so it's hard for your mind and your body to shut down after you've eaten a higher carbohydrate meal. And number 6 is to avoid caffeine after like noontime. Maybe you're not as sensitive to caffeine, but many people don't even realize that their body is super sensitive to caffeine, and caffeine can stay in their system for up to 8 hours. So try to make sure that you're limiting the amount of caffeine that you're having. I hope these tips help you guys. Really take a look at where you're at, meet yourself where you're at. And again, if you're eating well and you're exercising and you're putting in those efforts, you are reversing a lot of those efforts out if you're not getting sleep, because sleep is just as important as eating well and as your fitness. Have a great day.